is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is. Now get it. Big Snoop Dogg. It's in the game.
Yeah. 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 Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Wait, 20! Double.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On the ground, Michel. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The New England Patriots remain consistent on offense with a stable of running backs. They added Sony Michel, the 31st pick of the draft in 2018, to that stable at the University of Georgia, mainly for his ability to run inside the tackles and add a little thump to their game.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd and goal, Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Josh Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 90, Wolf. Let's go. Hey, Alpha. 5.
Third and long, it's Smith. And he finds McLaurin. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Smith. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time.
That's another Washington Redskins first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. To the air again, Smith. And just as you called it after the earlier sack, they set up the screen. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
At the 26-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Smith throwing again. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
36 to Mike. Let's set a tone.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith completes it right side to Dodson. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Now a man in his 13th NFL season, it's Adrian Peterson. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw, Smith. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And off comes to Peterson. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Here's Smith on 3rd down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away, maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A throw over the middle taken in. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Redskins scoop it. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. A reminder about Sunday Night Football later tonight. It's a rematch from the divisional round last year. Colts and Chiefs from Arrowhead. Then tomorrow on Monday night, the Browns and 49ers from Levi's Stadium, where the Browns already playing their 3rd primetime game in the season's first 5 weeks. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A gain of 32 that time.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Set. 30 base.
Yeah, let's go set lunch. Check 24. Check.
5.
They'll run for it with Peterson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On 2nd down, Michelle. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Got his man, that's Harry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
Wait, that wide, 80. Watch the run, watch the run.
They'll run it here. This is James White. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michelle. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
On second down now, Michel. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Throwing is Brady on third down. He hits White, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Brady gives to Michel, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second and 11 now, Brady. And this is incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and that takes us from second to third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On play action, it's Brady. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ryan Kerrigan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play action sack. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
To throw is Smith. Out to the left here to Reed. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
53.
Again, Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady, he's going to air it out for Dorsett. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
Intended for Julian Edelman. Incomplete. He was covered by Josh Norman.
On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. 12 yards on the return that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Ready?
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Stephen Gostkowski to kick off for New England.
The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway.
We got this.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
From the gun, here's Smith. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Smith. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. Here's Tressway now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Wait, set, line 20.
Right there, 56. Check.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
From the gun, it's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Protein spill.
Mike, 51.
After the interception, here's Smith. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important, too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
1st down, here's a run with Peterson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Washington Redskins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here we go, set. 10 Lobo.
Go. Back.
Shoot.
They run again on 1st down, Peterson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. So here comes Alex Smith as he'll lead his guys up to the line to go for 2. They'll let Peterson try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, look at the juke. Oh, look at that. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost. Lost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 18. They begin with Michel on the ground. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Antoine Woods busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long. Play action. Now it's Brady. And he's going to go down again.
And sure, you hate the end result being a sack, but my question is, why are you going play action on 3rd and long anyway? No defense is going to respect the run in that situation. They're headed straight for the quarterback.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Brady. And the pressure gets to him again. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Ready. 36. 80 weapons. Now.
They try to fire up the run game with Adrian Peterson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Shotgun now for Brady. Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there for New England. 47 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd and 10, Brady. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Brady again. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Edelman was the intended target. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a 3rd-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
36 to Mike.
On 1st down, it's Smith. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. And it's 2nd down.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Quick talking.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Wait, 29. Alpha. Regular. Light switch wire.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Let's go now. Hey, hold on. It's coming this way. Here we go.
A first throw for the backup, Haskins. He's got Thompson here, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Go. 18 Gator. That's what I do. Kill.
They give it to Peterson.
Go. Run.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Third and 4.
The Redskins on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Smith. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Patriots take over.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, I'm coming after you. Hey, both 66.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Alpha. 57.
Operating from the gun. Brady over the middle. Julian Edelman. It's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Brady. This will be caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Operating from the gun, Brady. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. He was looking for Edelman there.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Yes. Fight.
They start on the ground with Geis. He's got a first down past the 30. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, 82 yards. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the handoff, it's Michel. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Brady. That's caught by his tight end, Matt LaCosse. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Gonna be a long day.
From the gun, Brady. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
At the 39-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now Brady. He completes it right side of White. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
That throw by Brady, incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Haskins now off the bootleg. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On first down, Smith. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
To try again after the sack. Smith into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Montez Sweat in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. After the sack on first down, Brady got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check. Check. Check.
On first down, Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Julian Edelman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. The point after try for Gostkowski. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set. Touchdown. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Long shot. 51. Here we go. Here we go. Go. Mike, go. 51. Mike, 51. 51. It's our time. It's 50. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Check 49, check 49.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
51 the mic, boy, 51.
Haskins going to try to throw it. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Wait, that fly 20. Don't go bandit. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Brady now on first down. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Let's get off the field, D.
Check it, reload. Hey, Charlie. Hey, watch your last.
57 the mic. Let's go out.
From the gun, it's Brady. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good...
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up third and long. Shotgun now for Brady. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Washington, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try again next week.